So we're getting closer here to September 23rd, and I wanted to make just a few more videos on this in general. Um, here's the thing. I've been saying, I think the first video I made about this was on April 4th. So for quite some time, I've been leaving this record here to let people know that this thing is not real. It's the constellations will be there. Many events will happen on the Earth on that day and all the days afterwards. But those things are not the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Biblical prophecy is done. It's been completed for 2,000 years. And what's kind of scary here is this. What we're really witnessing is a horrific misunderstanding of the Bible, which is the basis of our faith. The entire problem comes from a religious tradition, which places us, the people alive today, in the last days. That's really what the problem is. People do not understand that the last days existed then. They are not extending to today, thousands of years. The tribulation is not an event in our future. The tribulation, as well as the last days, are events that are happening to the people in the text. It's a contextual problem. Peter shows up in Acts the 2nd chapter, tells you that he lives in the last days, tells you that this is the last days. John, in 1 John chapter 2, verse 18, he says, "Little children, it is the last hour." Both at the beginning of Revelation as well as the end of Revelation, it tells you that the event is both quickly approaching, speedily approaching, and is near. The speedily approaching event that's referred to as being speedily approaching and near, both at the beginning and the end of the letter, is not an event that's thousands of years from happening. That's an event that's happening to the initial recipient. When Jesus says that this generation shall not pass, he is not referring to some distant generation. He's having a conversation with his own disciples. He means their generation is not going to end. And the only world that's being referred to as ending is the age of Moses, the Mosaic age that had been in place since the days of Exodus. That is the world that ended and has ended and has been gone since 70 AD. It's very troubling because it really kind of opens this door up of like, where else are we making this huge of a mistake? How does a person put this? It's not difficult to come to the understanding that the text is completed. A person has to pay attention to the indications of time that's given. The indication of time that's given in the New Testament from Matthew all the way to Revelation is that the time is short. The axe is laid to the root of the tree. The master is at the door. The kingdom of God is at hand. It is the last hour. These are the last days. He is near. We're taking all these phrases and reapplying them to our own day. And it's very concerning. It shows an enormous misunderstanding inside the text. And that's really all there is to it. What will happen on September 23rd? The constellations will be in alignment, and numerous events will happen on the planet. None of them, as well as no event into our future, is discussed inside the Bible. The Bible is dealing with the end of the age, aeon, and that age ended 2,000 years ago. What proof do you need? Other than the fact that you've never offered an animal sacrifice to God, but at one time he required them. That age is over, and that's the age that's ending in the Bible. So, yeah, that's it. See you guys.